Fuck out all y'all niggas, man. I ain't do shit to y'all niggas. Niggas act like I did something wrong, bro. I ain't take this from you. Y'all wanna point the finger at us. Let's go. I bought my daughter slices to Cali just to keep them out the cold. You sell dope to feed your family, they gon' treat you like you stole. I took voluntary trips. I was proud of every brick for my niggas, fighting them cases, dropping commissary slips. Remember, I hustle reckless, 100 bundles in a simple stash. Cause I ain't distribute bags to live middle class. I took a chance, had a plug on my hands, and maybe if you was dealt that circumstance, then never heard so many lies from so many rappers. I'm talking dope, I'm really bagging on Jimmy Fallon. Drop and still like the streets up, I'm nothing sell. She go down and top me off and put creases in her Chanel. Fuck niggas talk about. They gon' tell you about me, ain't all mine came out the mud, nigga. I be around rich niggas, ain't asking for nothing. I just ordered 4 more BSF pieces. That's real shit. All my niggas see you went through $500,000, they gon' think you stole something. I'm real shit though. Who hustle, passionate as mine, all mumble rappers aside. My last shit made rappers humble as apple pie. Facts, before rap had a track with a staff of 5. I sense trouble whenever they hugs don't match the vibe. For hustlers, I got it in with who've been silent since infants. All this tattooed art on my body, I'm like a Rembrandt. I'm Griselda's Pacino, you know I've been stamped. The VIP full of ace bottles and implants. Great competitors flourish from better endurance. You know my block had a flow like Progressive Insurance. The devil knocked, you rather explore it. It's best to ignore it. I didn't. Then it was us against the federal bureau. Fuck I do to y'all.
Yo, what's good, people, man? Shout out to Benny the Butcher. Shout out to them Griselda dudes. They put in good music, man. They put in that pain in the booth, man. Shout out to them dudes. But on another note, I was supposed to drop this last night. I didn't get a chance to. Just caught up in my own shit. Still trying to get over this low cold. But y'all see that title, man. For most of y'all who can see, you know what I'm saying? 9 to 5 guys, they played out. They played out, y'all. That's what y'all being told. Y'all consistently being told that. Day in, day out. You ain't worth the money you make. You ain't worth shit. The shit you take don't even add up. The shit you want, it don't add up to what you want. So I'm telling you now, man, this is not something that you can always do. You know what I'm saying? You can't always think that because of who you are, you can't get what you want. Thing is, you got to put that work in, man. You don't put the work in, man, you're going to get what you always got. And if it's short of what you want, it ain't worth you having because you don't want it. But your value, how you speak, how you do things, you know what I'm saying? All that's going to resonate with the people around you. But you feel you're not living the life that you want. And the reason why I kind of like came with this title is because a lot of y'all need a lot of nightlife validation. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to younger dudes. I'm talking to cats my age. You know what I'm saying? Whoever that may be. But you need a lot of nightlife validation for what it is that you do. And you don't think what you're doing, like, in the real world, really matter. You a 9 to 5 guy. And the women you trying to fuck with, you feel me? They don't see you as exhilarating, charismatic. You know what I'm saying? They don't see you as that. But why is that? Is it not because, you know what I'm saying? You don't hustle, you don't have a hustle, you don't have an extra hustle? Why is that? You know what I'm saying? You gotta put some shit together for yourself, man. A lot of motherfuckers are socially conditioned to believe certain things. You know what I'm saying? Your status, your money, who you are, that shit all means something to the women, to the type of women you want. If that wasn't true, you wouldn't care so much about being a cat that work. Y'all gotta excuse me, y'all. I'm still a little sick. You know what I'm saying? You socially conditioned to believe that most shit you do ain't gonna never be enough for the type of woman you want or for the type of women you want. I don't know where you got that from. Who taught you that bullshit? You know what I'm saying? Your mentality is that of somebody that's born. Shit that can be fixed. You know what I'm saying? This shit is more about you. But you got the kind of women that you want, the kind of women that you fuck with, they want different shit. You dig what I'm saying? They want different shit. And you want to provide it. You want to lead off with your wallet. A lot of the motherfuckers that you dealing with don't deserve all that. So how the fuck is you even giving something you ain't got to give? When you a 9 to 5, brother, right? You pretty much saying you don't got no value. You know what I'm saying? Fair exchange is no robbery. I need you to understand that. I need you to realize that. What is she giving you that you not giving her? Or vice versa. You looked at as the man with no value. You even think of yourself like that. What's up, Gab? What up, Dub? What's good with you fellas? Good day, good morning. You know what I'm saying? The chicks you looking for, man, is ratchets. And you know what ratchets are? What they do? They not for you. You want the glitz and glamour of what shit could be instead of focusing on your own. Instead of focusing on bettering yourself. You need that. We all need that. We all want some attention sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But you a guy that has really no time to indulge in a lot of shit that you want to do. You know what I'm saying? You don't have a lot of time for that. You in the midst of bettering yourself. You know what I'm saying? You in the midst of doing that. But you're not doing that because you're worried about other shit. You worried about shit you can't change. You want women to want you just because of who you are. Please tell me how that makes sense. You gotta do more than that. If you want more, you gotta do more. If you want things out of people, you gotta be able to give it. And you might look at that title and look at that title like, you know, what does that have to do with anything? It has a lot to do with everything. Because you start devoting your money to places to where it don't need to be. You're wasting time. You're wasting money. Two things you don't got a lot of. You understand? You don't have a lot of that. You don't have a lot of money. You don't have a lot of time. But for those who do have it, they worked on it. They worked for it. But when you're looking for these kind of women, the type of women that you're looking for, what do you get out of it? Other than pussy. What is it that you want? See, a lot of times you don't know what you want. You see the first thing you like, and you go heads over heels for it. You know what I'm saying? But if you're gonna be a 9 to 5 cat, you could be more than that. But to women, to certain kinds of women, you know what I'm saying? They don't see you nothing but as a provider, a security blanket. You know what I'm saying? When you out there ripping and running the streets and looking for this one and that one, you want the nightlife fun, but you really want to be a family man. That's what you really want, but you're going about it the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? You looking for things, you looking at certain kinds of women that you want, and they got a different type of preference. The thing is, you got to know your preference and what you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? Is you looking to climb on a chick for the night and let it be done after that, or is you looking for more? But how your pockets is set up, you going after chicks that's treating you accordingly. So that means when you leave with your wallet, whatever happens after that. They get a few meals out of it. You don't. You know what I'm saying? You might not get the night fun that you wanted at the end. The night. But let me tell you something, man. It's not wrong with being a cat that's in the 9 to 5. That's how a lot of us eat. A lot of the shit that you see that you want, that shit don't last long. That's nightlife shit that you want the validation for, to be in the know, to be in the now. That's the kind of shit you want. But you got a problem because you're a 9 to 5, brother. You don't feel like you desired enough. You know what I'm saying? You're not a desired cat, like somebody that's of another ilk. You know what I'm saying? You got security along with the shit that comes with you. You have security. Unless you have an external hustle, an outside hustle for yourself that makes you a little bit of extra money, then you good. You know what I'm saying? But when you start mixing women and money, it could be a fucking disaster. It could be a disaster on all levels because you thinking you having fun. What you might be. You might be having fun. That's cool. But it's more to it than that. People get wrapped up in a lot of different shit real fast. You know what I'm saying? You get wrapped up in a lot of different shit real fast. Well, hold on, y'all. Y'all hit that like button for me. Y'all definitely hit that like button for me. You know what I'm saying? We got some people watching. You hit the like button. I'm streaming on multiple platforms today, y'all. So listen, y'all give me some room to make some errors today. First time really playing with this multi streaming kind of thing. So this is being streamed on YouTube and Facebook. So, you know what I'm saying? People come in, hit the like button for me. So it's being streamed on both platforms. But let me get back to this. If you gotta you gotta sit here and think about what hustle you want, what hustle you want to do. Good looks, guys. Yeah, tell them hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? First, ask yourself what you bring to the table. Then, secondly, think about what she brings to the table. And if it ain't nothing but sex, you in for a rude awakening. Again, you in for a rude awakening, man. Get your shit together. Get your mentality together. Because a lot of times, what drives you to do everything that you do in your life, man, that got to keep driving you. Sometimes we worried about the wrong shit. But when we get done with work, you know what I'm saying? We ain't on work. You gotta have some play. You gotta have some time for play. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have time for all that. I don't give a fuck if you a barber, a fucking veterinarian. I don't give a damn what you is, a writer, whatever. You still gotta have time for play, man. But the kind of playing that you want involves a lot of partying, a lot of women that you feel like you might be rejected by. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know something, man. You the prize at the end of the day, whether you know that or not. You the prize. You know what I'm saying? Because when you all caught up and it's all said and done, you looked at you looked at like a lick, man. There's more to it than just, you know, having money or having enough money. A lot of different shit gotta play into that. But what is you willing to do? What is you willing to sacrifice? You know what I'm saying? For the women that you want, a lot of time is women for y'all. You know what I'm saying? You 9 to 5 guys that feel so distant from the kind of women you would like to attract. But you want to feel the desire. You want to feel the lust from these kind of women. You know what I'm saying? You want to feel like, you know what I'm saying? Because this thing is about attraction. The path you going, you know what I'm saying? You may have it, you may not. But you feel like you might have the attraction for her to be that desired guy. But you still being caught up in the shit you want to do versus the shit you need to do. And let some shit just flow. A lot of times y'all forcing shit that shouldn't happen. You know what I'm saying? Certain kind of women that you're dealing with, they go for different kind of guys. You know what I'm saying? But at some point in time, depending on how old you is, whoever watching this, you would feel that at some point, you know what I'm saying? She would have grew out of wanting, you know what I'm saying, the Pookies and the Ray Rays. As they like to say in this YouTube space, man. These social media platforms. You would think that, man, but most don't grow out of that till later, man. They get smart, but by then, you the security guy. You're the security blanket. You know what I'm saying? You got to know how to deal with that. You got to know who you dealing with. Because if you don't know none of that, you're gonna be took to the bank, man. And it ain't nobody that can do nothing for you at that point. A lot of y'all gonna be butthurt by the way y'all are played by women. You know what I'm saying? They playing y'all like a fiddle. But some of y'all cause that shit on yourselves, man, because y'all getting in, y'all swimming in deep waters that you ain't never swam before. You know what I'm saying? The way women are, man, the current, they'll take you like a current, man, that you can't swim out of. And then where you left at? Don't try to be somebody you're not. If you're a 9 to 5 brother, man, be that. If that's what works for you, you be that. If you got some extra revenue outside of what a woman might want and what she might feel for you, then you do that. But what is she bringing to the table to even get any pieces or parts of what it is that you got? If this is not sex, if this is more than sex, if this is whatever, You got to decipher for that on your own, man. Have that talk with yourself, man. Find some of them answers. Find some of them answers that you need, man. Because the shit that we look at nowadays, man, with all this, social media, we got it's so much shit going on. In social media, these are the kind of women that you want, that you see every day. Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. You know what I'm saying? These are the kind of women that you're looking at. When you're looking at these kinds of women, this is all you want. This is all you desire. That world is fake. That's not the real world. That's not the real world at all. You want perfection out of people that don't have it. And if you can't offer it and you ain't got it, how can you want something that you can't offer? And that's vice versa. And it's not something to bash you, fellas. It's not something to bash women, but this is the game that's being played. When you hear that, when you read that title, you think something's wrong with that. You think your value is less than. I know it. I don't have that. I don't think like that. You know what I'm saying? Some shit ain't for me. And you got to think about that for yourself. Some shit is just not for you. You can't fuck with every woman that you want. Even if you could, you wouldn't even want to. You know what I'm saying? Where's the value in what you do? How you stand? What is it? Do you know? Because if you don't, you need to find out. And stop wasting your time with a lot of different shit, man. There's a lot of different shit that don't want nothing. You know what I'm saying? And then sometimes you get suckered in to what it is people are saying, what our women saying. That means how she looks at you, her value, her opinion is very high in your regard. What she say is law. So if you don't have it, you ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? You can't give something you ain't got. Then you get caught up with, with the chicks that's talking about, I want me a boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? Especially during this coronavirus kind of thing. Right? I'm just making a little joke out of that, man. Well, she ain't really what you're looking for, man. And you ain't what she want all the time. It's a game to be played. Well, who's trying to play games? When you want something, you want it now. You got to figure some things out for yourself. I don't be trying to be on here super long. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to test this out and do the stream I was supposed to do the video I was supposed to do. Y'all got some questions in the chat, man. Say something. You know what I'm saying? Don't just sit there and watch with silent eyes. I don't be trying to be on here super. And I just want to test this out. And do the stream I was supposed to do. The video I was supposed to do. Damn. What's that? Something came up. Whatever that was. Oh, I see there's other people in here watching. Man, listen, man, hit the like button, man. Y'all sitting in here watching with silent eyes. Y'all ain't throwing nothing in the chat. I'm saying? You ain't commenting in the chat. You gotta comment in the chat. Something else. You know? We get caught up in a lot of working long hours, you know what I'm saying, and weekends. You know what I'm saying? And it affects every man different. You know what I'm saying? You working when a lot of people relaxing. You have a lot of long hours, you know what I'm saying? Take some pride in what it is that you do in life, man. Don't get too caught up in the outside life. If you're working on something, if you're working for something, if you're working for you or whoever else around you, your family, you know what I'm saying? If you got a family that you taking care of, man, then work at it, man. Be good at it. Be great at it. But it's always gonna be time for play. You know what I'm saying? But don't let how people see you, how people view you mean something. Excuse me, y'all. You know, you know, I just got a thing where some people, man, some women, man, will take advantage of you to a degree that you feel like you can't really come back from, man. You know, you get caught up in them not picking up the phone. You know what I'm saying? When you chasing after somebody that don't show you show you what it is for them to be with you. You know what I'm saying? Oh, hold on. What'd you say, Doug? I'm just listening, getting ready for a client. Oh, okay. Okay. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta have some charm about yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? Some obviously good looks to make an impression on her. But sometimes, unfortunately, you're not getting the same reciprocation, man. You want her to call, you want to call back and forth and all of that. But you know what? She got other things on her mind, man. She got other types of cats on her mind, other kind of dudes, man. That you not her caliber type of dude that she fuck with usually. You know what I'm saying? And just to get back, just to touch back on that nightlife validation, man. You out there being used for drinks. Some people got it, man. Some people don't, but you can get it. You just got to work at it. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, what you may not have time for, but you will have to go through it if you want to deal with the kind of women that you want, man. Is that you can emotionally be being manipulated. You know what I'm saying? Thinking you might get something that you want out of somebody that's not willing to give right now. And nightlife is something real serious. It's a lot of sticking and moving, forgetting this one, playing with that one. If that's what you're looking for, that's what you're gonna get. But it's shit that come with that. You know what I'm saying? And then when a chick see you is and more or less maybe a nice guy, that's where the real that's where the real playing field, is different. They're able to take advantage of you in a different way. Which, you know, you want to give some out of people that they're not willing to give. I gotta say that over and over again. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got a lot of money. You seeing this chick, she go for the dudes that got a lot of money. Fast money. Fast money. You know what I'm saying? But if you had that, now where do we go from here? You know, because most times when you fucking with chicks like this in that life, you know what I'm saying, on the nightlife tip, they don't disclose their relationship status. They just have fun. You know what I'm saying? But if you're not somebody that they want, they hold on to you. You know, they withhold sex from you. They treating you like that guy. Whoever that guy is, you don't want to be that guy. You know what I'm saying? They test boundaries. They violate boundaries. You know what I'm saying? They gonna test you at every corner. Like, this is somebody you want to fuck with. These are the kind of women that you want to deal with. That's not all men, you know what I'm saying? And that's not all women that treat men like that. So let's not get this shit twisted. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to deal with some things, you know what I'm saying? You got to deal with the chick that might flirt to inspire jealousy. You know what I'm saying? She might want to see her man jealous. You may be that kind of man. You may not be that kind of man. Maybe she might be feeling underappreciated. Man, maybe I might have just had a big fight or something. She might just enjoy the tortured look on your face, man. Just because you're not somebody she really want, but you're dealing with her anyway. And I say all this to say, man, some shit you gotta do, man, you gotta have a learning experience. But some shit you just gotta stay in your lane for. I know I'm going all over the place, you know what I'm saying? I'm here, I'm there, but you don't hear a lot of guys talk like that. You know what I'm saying? You don't hear a lot of guys talk like this. There's a lot of things you're gonna like about this life. There's a lot of things you're not gonna like. There's a lot of things you're gonna want that you don't possess, that you really want bad. We can't help that sometimes, but you gotta fix it. You gotta know who you're dealing with. And you gotta know what you're coming with, man. You gotta know what you come to the table with. You gotta know your value. You gotta know what it is you're willing to deal with, what you're not willing to deal with. Can't nobody control that but you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think about the kind of culture you're getting into, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think about what kind of shit that lie ahead. If you just want to be a person that want to live in that hookup culture, then so be it. You can. You know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of that come with that. But you can't keep up with that because why? You a 9 to 5, brother. You don't have the option of chilling. You know what I'm saying? Hustling, doing your side hustle until after work. You don't have the luxury of other men. I know I'm talking to somebody. You know what I'm saying? All that shit gets old. It gets played out after a while. If you're not getting what you want, that's what you're gonna hear from most people. You know, the most dudes that get what they want, you don't hear them talk about no shit like that. You might not even hear no conversation in the realm of what close to what they doing. But if that's your end all be all, you know what I'm saying? This is what comes with it. You know, you have to be conservative with your time, man. Yo, what's good, Rallo? What's good, brother? You know what I'm saying? If you want to impose your will like that, you know what I'm saying? What's good? What's good? She stay sleep, brother. Salute to everybody in the chat. Appreciate y'all for stopping by. You know what I'm saying? Don't become victimized by delusion, man. I think I'm gonna have to do a video on that, man. Some of you cats, man, you become victims, but you become the victims of delusion. This is everything she want, or that you think she want, and you become caught up in something that you thought she wanted, but she didn't want that from you. She didn't want that from you. You're not the type of cat that can provide that for her. But don't fret on that, man. Don't fuck around and get caught up in her fucking story and what she want, her fantasy. My man, you got your own shit to worry about, your own shit to deal with. She might not be the type to fuck with you like that. A lot of shit I don't get sometimes. You know what I'm saying? When I see some of you dudes harping over this one, harping over that one, you said this is what you wanted, but now that you got it, it ain't what you wanted. I mean, we all get there sometimes with the kind of women we deal with. I understand that. But it come down to a point where you got to make a decision. All of what you're saying is totally opposite of what you're doing. That's what I'm talking about. Because you that 9 to 5 dude and you're seen as a security blanket, you come at the end of the road for most women. You got to change that. I'm trying to let you know, yo, listen, man, change what it is that you're doing. Be observant. Look at what you're doing. Look at the type of women you're dealing with. Know that since you are the prize, right? Since you know that you're the prize, you got to watch out for the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? The bras that's out there trying to wig wag. They done gave up all their youth in their early years to a variety of different type of cats. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of old things that we look at. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of old ways and traditions that we looked at that we want. We was told, you know what I'm saying, work, school, you know what I'm saying? You go to school, you get this job, you go to work, you're gonna get everything that you desire. But that is a sad mistake. It's a reality that does not exist for all. You want what your pops had. You want what your moms had. You want what your grandparents had, right? But I'm telling you, it's different now. You can change, but I'm trying to tell you that, you know what I'm saying? You trying to really snap back into a new era that you're not fitted for. Just because of what it is that how you live, how you value the opinions of women. You're trying to snap back into a new era that you're not fitted for. You know what I'm saying? You're not fitted for certain women aren't fit for you, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna tell you like this, man. It don't matter how good you are to a person, how much you got your shit together, and on all levels, you could damn near be the perfect person for the wrong person at the wrong time. And this is where that bitterness set in. This is where a lot of shit you get to thinking about come flooding back in. You get this rush of emotions, of anger. You know what I'm saying? Shit you felt like you shouldn't have did, but you just had to have her so bad. You kind of forced a square into a circle, man. Into a circle you wanted to be whole with. You know what I'm saying? You can't force people into shit that they don't want. But if you do, At the end, and I'm telling you, at the end of that road, it ain't gonna be what you expected. I mean, you're gonna have some time with people, some great bouts of sex with women, you know what I'm saying? But that's all a delusion, you know what I'm saying? And it's an illusion of what it is that you're doing, the women that you're picking. So you don't got to get caught up in what a woman says she want or what she don't want. If she don't want what you are, then you can't force that issue. You can't force it. You know what I'm saying? You feel like nigga, you been around long enough, or you can, grow on somebody. It don't work like that. You don't fuck around and fuck yourself in the end with that. For real. Don't paint a narrative of what you say you want, and then you get it. You don't want it no more. You just as confused as the woman you going to look for. You know. See, a lot of times, some of us we got a problem with being greedy. You know what I'm saying? We got a problem with being greedy. So you want everything, especially when you're a guy that got everything. Mm. I'm still trying to figure this out, y'all. I would definitely wouldn't mind for y'all brothers to come on, man. For real. Cause I fuck with y'all in the chat. I just gotta figure this thing out. Shit. This is my first time really, what I'm saying, me purchasing the StreamYard thing and then just really going at it. I should have figured out some things before I got on here. But you know what, man? I had to do this. This is something I definitely wanted to get out there just because. How y'all send the link out? Put it in the chat. Yeah, can't post learn more. Share the invite. Here we go. Let me put that out there in the chat. Hopefully that show up, man. Somebody jump on in there. You know what I'm saying? Y'all might have a different reason, man. Y'all might have a different, what I'm saying, view on what it is. I might not be hitting everything, you know what I'm saying? I might not be hitting on all cylinders, but you know what though? Come through and, what I'm saying, share something. Shit. Y'all come jump on, man. Jump on in. Let me see something real quick. Y'all bear with me for a minute. Oh, okay, that is in there. I did that just right. Here we go. Whoever's still watching, you know what I'm saying? Y'all click and let me know something. Let me keep going my shit though. Shit, y'all let me know. Touch on a lot of different shit here. And it's a little cold, man. Killing me. Just about out the woods though. You know what I'm saying? But you got some women think, you know what I'm saying, this is only a this is a game to be played. You know what I'm saying? You only want what you want. You know what I'm saying? Sex is the end goal. And a lot of us, we get a bad rap for the pursuit of sex. You know what I'm saying? But in that same breath, some women gonna look at the shit like, okay, if that's what you going with, this is what I'm going with. Nigga, you gonna pay like you weigh. And that's where from time to time that bout of 9 to 5 guys get played out. You know what I'm saying? You don't have enough money for her to give you what you want if you're treating it like that. But I'm not advocating for you to do no type of shit like that. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna build with a motherfucker, build with them organically. You know what I'm saying? But even if it is on some on some you know what I'm saying, hit and split shit. You know what I'm saying? But don't make it what it ain't. A lot of you brothers want to make it what it ain't. You can't be the player and the family man. You don't go far with that. Or let me say this: it doesn't last as long as you would hoped it would. You know what I'm saying? When you get to the end of your shit and you feel like, you know what, I done did a lot. I done did enough. You know what I'm saying? You might feel like that, but you can't be the player and the family man. Can't have all the women and be a family man. Just don't work like that these days. For some it do. Some got it like that. But we don't. All of us don't, man. All of us don't. I can't sit here and say that everybody's an exception to the rule because they not. I don't know. It's got a lot of but shit, man. If y'all not gonna jump in or say nothing in the chat, man, I might fuck around and end this one, man. I gotta go do a couple things. My haircut and shit. But I mean, there's some things that we do. There's some things that can be looked at. You know what I'm saying? Let me say this last little thing before I get up out of here, man. It's a lot of little things that you see, man. And for some of us who hip to the game, man, you know, you see kind of like a lot of women get mad at us for taking advantages, you know what I'm saying? Taking advantage of their interests, you know what I'm saying? What is it that they see, you know what I'm saying, versus what they see in us or see in you. But, when we get to playing the game and we playing it how it's supposed to be played, for some, and some that already know this, like, you know what I'm saying, you're going to use whatever it is that you got. You're going to use the bait to lure them in. You know what I'm saying? Whatever that is for you, whatever your bait is. It might not always be materialistic shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas use shit in different ways. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't gonna have all the money. Everybody ain't gonna have all the, material. Ain't every nigga ain't gonna dress nice. Motherfuckers might use a different type of game. You know what I'm saying? The nice guy game. The nigga really not the nice guy. That nigga a wolf in sheep's clothing. A wolf in sheep's clothing. You know what I'm saying? So when you take advantage, of their interests, that's how serious relationships happen because they only see the bait that you threw out there for them. In the relationships And in the relationships that you want them to turn into convenient sex. You know what I'm saying? And for some women who's talking to guys about, being a 9 to 5 cat, how they being played out or whatever, they really a lot of them lost. You know what I'm saying? And some of them just refuse to realize and acknowledge, you know, when shit like this is happening. So they just stay. You know what I'm saying? But you gonna get yourself into some shit that you can't get out of. And maybe vice versa. And shit, hey, because when we do it, when we um when we use women just for sex, man, you know, and leave them high and dry, they're upset about that kind of shit. But they do it to us all the time. They use what they got to get what they want. And you kind of doing the same thing on the other end. See, I don't speak in absolute. I speak in balance. So you know what I'm saying? It takes two to tango, man, in this party, but you gotta know what it is that you want. If you don't know what it is that you want, man, you're gonna be fucked. Or you gonna get fucked. You know what I'm saying? Some serious things can be lost, man. Dealing with the wrong type of person. You know what I'm saying? You don't pride, getting lost, communication. You lose your communication because you don't know how to deal with people. You don't know how to deal with certain people. You don't know how to deal with the woman you say you want. When no actuality, that might not be the one for you, bruh. But again, you can't be the player and the family, man. You gotta pick one. If you want to play for a while, you play for a while. You know what I'm saying? If you want a family, you gotta be dedicated and want that family. But it take a lot of work to do that. They both take work, but it's too much time and energy to put into both. You'll stress yourself to death before you be good at one. And I believe that. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times you get misconstrued about what you feel as you want. You feel as if her value is in companionship. You know what I'm saying? But all you want in reality is extra free benefits at no cost. When you playing this game, it comes at a cost. It's just what you willing to pay. If you feel that at some point that you want to hit the eject button, shit, you do so. But if it's some things that you gotta follow for yourself to get yourself ahead, stay there. Cause some of y'all know both sides of the fence. A lot of us do. You know what it is to have all the women. You just feel as if once it's time to be that family man, you ain't had enough women. You can't toe the line on either one. You got to be all in or all out. Life is not something you play with. Time is not something you play with. So don't waste it on motherfuckers that don't mean don't mean you well. And you get caught up in that shit. Shit, but check it, man. It's cool, man. Just had to play around a little bit with this. You know what I'm saying? Nobody came through, nobody came on. That's cool. But I gotta get out of here, people. I got some shit to do. Y'all like, y'all share, y'all subscribe for me. I appreciate y'all that came through. Those who gonna catch me on the restream, appreciate you too. So, salute to all the subscribers and to all those who just sat there and watched with silent eyes. I appreciate y'all too. So people, I'm gonna get up out of here. I might be back after I might drop another video after I drop I'll take care of a couple things. So y'all be blessed, people. I'm gonna keep pushing to the next one, all right? See y'all in a minute.